Why would anyone still main Marisa in Street Fighter 6? As pros collectively switch off the Gladiator, everyone seems to be asking this question. 801 Strider primarily plays Bison now.
So many characters got to keep some really dumb broken shit, and they just smacked Marisa around. It's a rip. I think her toolkit is still very strong. Gladius is still one of the best special moves in the game. This season just isn't for her. She struggles a lot against the top tier.
Big Bird, who's still my favorite player to watch, switched to Rashid except for one or two specific matchups.
This is why Marisa is not really the best tournament character. You can just play dumb, play stupid, and you can beat her. Actually, that's how you're supposed to beat her. If you play smart and slow, it's a lot easier for her to deal with you. But if you go ham and play stupid, that's how you beat her. She's the kind of character that is good in certain matchups, good against certain players, but I feel like she's bad against most best of 3 players.
And Shudo likewise switched to Akuma. While I'm currently learning Ken as a secondary, I still adamantly consider Marisa my main in Season 2, which got me thinking, why do I love this character so much? Why am I so passionate about Marisa, covering my possessions in character stickers and keychains, framing pieces of fan art, even buying a handmade plushie? At this point in my fighting game journey, I think my love for this character goes well beyond her gameplay. I initially chose Marisa for one reason. I love ancient Greece and Rome, particularly their mythology. I was 100% a Percy Jackson kid. I was fascinated by gladiators. So I took one look at that Spartan helmet and went, yes, that's my character. Her being labeled as easy on character select didn't hurt, with Street Fighter 6 being my first fighting game, but it wasn't what convinced me when it was the fated time to choose your fighter. Marisa's gameplay also suits my personality in many ways. I'm someone who likes to get right to the point, with big swings in conversation, in life, and also in fighting games, it would seem. Her playstyle, revolving around big reward for being willing to commit to a decision, just feels right. But as I said, my connection with Marisa at this point goes well beyond her gameplay. For one thing, I love Marisa's character design. When I picked up SF6, I expected the cast's women to be kind of like Tekken, with all generally the same build. Feminine, thin, and more like Barbie than an Olympic athlete. Meanwhile, Marisa is 6'8" and 269 pounds, the tallest character in the Street Fighter series to date. She's broad, muscly, and unapologetic about taking up space. That's uncommon and striking for a fictional woman, period. And incredibly fun for me to inhabit as someone who's built more like a pillow pet in real life. Despite having a more butch build and masculine energy, Marisa's characterization also doesn't shy away from more traditionally feminine traits. We learn in World Tour that she makes original jewelry in her spare time. She loves fine dining and quality wine. She isn't trying to be a caricature of a strong woman. She's simply being herself in all her facets, and I adore that. On another note, I'm a bisexual woman, and Marisa is canonically overtly queer in SF6. Even the pre-game promotional content from Red Bull winks at this. In World Tour, one of Marisa's side quests asks the player to help her choose between a man and a woman as a romantic partner. Her conclusion, in the end, is that she wants both, and the player is welcome to join them too if you want. In arcade mode, Marisa's interactions with Manon across their respective campaigns' final battles are super queer-coded. Even Luke and Marisa's voice actors comment on it.
They look both
You
so
can't
pretty.
fool me! I can tell! You're into exactly the same thing I'm into!
Lesbian sex!
You know, I think I got it right the first time. You are simple-minded.
And? Something wrong with that?
No. Not In the slightest.
Thought so!
Inhabiting a queer woman in a video game feels powerful and affirming for me. Nobody can tell me I don't belong in the FGC when a woman like me is literally in the game. She even has a cat! My girlfriend and I have 3. Of course, I have eyes, so my crush on Marisa is also self-evident. That is my wife! Nevertheless, it's fun to see Marissa's sexuality still including men, too. Zangief's arcade mode quest hilariously includes her attempting to propose marriage as he frantically looks for an out.
Talk about a great time! You're every bit as good as they say you are, Zangief. Though I suppose I should have expected no less from someone who wishes to be my partner for life.
For life? Were you not recruiting a partner for a single tag team match?
No, you fool! We are to be wedded! Till death do us part.
Wedded?
You're here because you saw the flyer, aren't you? It says so right here.
Those not serious about marriage need not apply? No, wait a moment. I thought this was a tag match.
You're not seriously going to back out on me now, are you? Or is it that I'm not to your liking?
Of course you are. It's just that these kind of things require careful consideration and it's... Oh heavens! I just remembered I have a match today.
Beyond her bold muscles, layered personality, and queerness, though, what I love the most about Marisa, and what has cemented my personal connection to the character, is her attitude around improvement. When Marisa wins a fight with high health or extremely low health, she directly celebrates the victory.
A mouse is no match for a lion! Yahoo! Victory!
But when she wins a fight with medium health, having taken as many blows as she dealt, her conclusion is simple.
That was a beautiful fight!
For Marisa, strength isn't only about winning. It's about seeing the beauty in the struggle, the trial and error, the blood, dust, and sweat endured during the climb from rookie to master and beyond. In Marisa and Manon's arcade mode endings, Marisa specifically revels in her losses because they're an opportunity to learn.
Ooh, now that's what I call a good time!
Oh? A good time, you say? Was this just a game to you?
No, that's not it. Of course I'm upset that I lost, but you know what? Getting to do battle with someone as strong as you was such a thrill! Next time we fight, the victory will be mine. In fact, how about a rematch right now?
Oh, my. I'm quite confident I'll win the next time as well.
Now that's my idea of fun!
Enjoyed getting yourself a win, did you? Quite a simple-minded approach.
Come again? No, that's not it. At times, a win can feel worse than defeat, after all. The fun part was having the chance to battle with someone as strong as you! Say, do you happen to know the meaning of Pankration? It means all of the might. There are countless fighters all across the world to challenge with all my might. And I get so excited thinking about it that it keeps me awake at night!
Street Fighter VI is my first fighting game. It's also the first hobby I've picked up as an adult where, in the beginning, I was painfully aware that I was, quite simply, very, very bad at it. But this time, I didn't quit. Even though my dyspraxia makes fighting games much harder. Even though tournament losses never stop feeling painful, sometimes even to the point of tears when the pressure is on.
It's not the going 3 in TNS, it's the pressure of people gonna watch this. Like, this isn't just TNS, this is $10,000, this is who knows how many thousands of people are going to watch this, and it's embarrassing to choke like that on a big stage. But you know what's more embarrassing is not being able to admit that you choked and not being able to let the emotion out and process it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Marisa doesn't just love to win. She loves to fight. She loves being at the absolute limits of herself, down to almost no health, one mistake away from losing the match, and bringing it back by sheer force of will and passion for the sport. In World Tour, Marisa shares this perspective with the player too, along with some practical advice. Some memorable quotes include, "When I'm trying to master something new, I think it's important to breathe it all in and savor it from top to bottom. Instead of fretting about your progress, focus on training instead. Aside from that, eat well, crap well, and sleep well. What should you do when you hit a wall? Smash that wall, as if there's any other choice." And I think that's why I still play Marisa. Because if my character can learn to love even the losses, learning from every bruise, coming back just a little bit stronger to the Coliseum every time, maybe I can too.